Hello, my name is Dr. Harry Henshaw, and I would like to welcome you to my video blog concerning the principles of transformation. Today, we are going to talk about the ninth principle of transformation. And the ninth principle is about commitment, a very powerful and important conversation. Before we get into it, I'd like to quickly review the previous 8 principles of transformation to keep them in the conversation of transformation. The first principle is that I am responsible for everything that I think, say, feel, do, and experience. The second principle is that I choose everything that I think, say, feel, do, and experience. The third principle of transformation is that I am powerful. I have the power to change and transform my life. Always remember, you are not powerless. You have the power to transform your life. Fourth principle is that our thoughts and beliefs are very powerful and creative. The fifth principle, our point of power is always in the present moment. The sixth principle, our thoughts and beliefs create what we experience in our body, especially the thoughts and beliefs that we have about ourselves. 7, we are always doing the very best that we can, given the knowledge, understanding, and awareness that we have at the moment. 8, forgiveness is letting go of the past and allowing us to move into the present. Forgiveness is just about letting go. The ninth principle, I am fully committed to my transformation. Commitment is an extremely important concept in transformation. It gives you the ability, being fully committed gives you the ability to take the knowledge that you understand and apply it, or to go from knowledge to wisdom. Examples of being committed that I'd like to talk about is reading the assigned readings that are given to you by your therapist or counselor, attending group and individual counseling sessions, using positive affirmations to work on changing or transforming your self-image, and also using mirror work to accelerate the process. Having a daily plan, a daily treatment plan, daily recovery plan, but having a plan for your transformation. Also, one of the most important ones is also having an agenda for your counseling, especially for individual counseling sessions. When you walk into an individual counseling session, have an agenda about what you want to work on or talk about with your counselor. You can also have an agenda for group therapy. So something that you want to talk about or get feedback from the other group members. These are all signs that somebody is very, very committed to their transformation. Commitment and integrity, two very close concepts. Examples of integrity, of being integrous, is doing what you know you need to do for your transformation. As you work with a counselor or a therapist or come to group, you will become slowly, you will know what you need to do to transform your life. Also, doing what you said you were going to do for your transformation. And the third concept of integrity is always doing complete work for your transformation. Do not do it halfway. Half measures avail us of nothing is a phrase that you hear in recovery, but it's always being fully committed to doing the work completely. Another concept that's committed, that is similar and connected to commitment, has to do with your resistance. People, run into a resistant behavior, which also reflects on their level of commitment. So being aware of when you are resisting your transformation is extremely important. One of the things that I said, tell people is to follow all of the suggestions that are given to you by your counselor or therapist. Following suggestions is a major component of being committed. Don't pick and choose the suggestions, so work on this with your counselor or therapist. Also, being patient with yourself. Transformation, recovery, they take time. So instead of getting into an impatient state of mind, practice patience. It will take time. Work on your excuses. Get rid of the excuses that stop you from doing the work of transformation. Also, avoid procrastination, putting off things. When you find yourself putting off reading, when you're putting off going to therapy, putting off going to group, you know your commitment is then being sabotaged. Perseverance, staying committed, staying in the conversation is extremely important. Also, be sure to work with other people, not only a therapist or a counselor, but also other people in your group. Learn to consider the suggestions that they give you. So this is the conversation about commitment, an extremely important part of recovery and transformation. I would like to thank you for attending today's session. And tomorrow we will talk about the 10th principle of transformation that has to do with the concept of spirituality. Spirituality is an extremely important concept in recovery and transformation. And in my opinion, it is one of the things in recovery and transformation that is misunderstood, extremely misunderstood. So I'm looking forward to presenting that tomorrow. Again, thank you for attending, and I will see you soon.